Hi, my name is Jeff, and I want to show you how to conduct a strict MIDI file for notation into a performance with a tempo map that makes it sound very human. What I want to show you first is let's record a very strict performance of Happy Birthday, let's say. Let's add a MIDI track. And let's make it for just the software synth playing acoustic grand piano. And I'll check that out. We'll rename this to HB. And I'm going to play Happy Birthday in very strict time. I've got the metronome turned on up here. Let me check it. Oh yeah, he's ready to go. Okay. Tempo is 120. That's fine. A little fast for Happy Birthday. Maybe we'll go a little slower. And I want to put the 3/4 time in. The app Digital Performer always defaults to new tracks to 4/4, common time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the conductor track, and I'm going to change the meter to a 3/4 time and get rid of this little dot here and make it a quarter note. I want to tap the quarters. Actually, if I wanted to have a higher resolution of conducting, I would probably use the eighths. But right now, I'll do the quarters. And so let's go. Okay, change that. Close this. I'll rewind to the beginning, and I'm going to record Happy Birthday in very strict 3/4 time. Let me see how this works out. Here we go. Okay, sounds pretty good. Let's take a look at the quick scribe and see if it... Oh, very neat. I could put it in F major. We got the B flats there. Must be neat. So we'll go to the conductor track and change the key from the first measure to the end of the sequence. And we'll make it F major. There we go, just to be musical about it. Now, this performance is extremely stiff, but the notation is beautiful. It didn't even have to do any editing. Slow it down here and we can hear it again. A little slower, but I don't want to do that. I want it to breathe, particularly when we get to this part here. Happy birthday, dear Harry. Happy birthday. I like that phrase to slow down a bit there. So if I can conduct it I would like to be able to do that. The first thing I do is go to Receive Sync. And I set it for tap tempo. And the source is going to be C3 or middle C on my USB Key Station 88, which is my keyboard. And I'm going to play C3. I'll play it right now. See it's changing? C3, that's the one I want to tap to do my tempos. Okay. I have it set, if you remember. I have the 3/4 set for the quarter note. Right here, the quarter note. I'm going to tap quarters, and it's going to drive the tune, which is in the quarter beats I'll be tapping are here. And I'm going to tap them, of course, at different speeds. Now, there's one crazy thing that, unfortunately, we have to set the tempo here. So if you get your tools and you get your pencil, or you can do this through the event list by tapping it in, you have to start this with a tempo of 400. Don't ask me why. See it here? It has to be set there. Again, I've tried to get them to correct this. So I've got the 400 set, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go to arm the conductor track, because I want to record these taps on the conductor track. So we then go up to setup, and I'm going to tell it to slave to external sync. And you'll see it says tap tempo right here. I want to sync to that. So when I hit this, it's going to arm the conductor track. I can click it and it's waiting. Now, I did have it set for, I believe, 4 ticks first. I meant to mention that, but let me see what we can do with this. I'm now going to play middle C on my MIDI keyboard. and I'm going to tap it at the tempo that I want this to go at. So here we go. Tap, 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 tap. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Harry. Happy birthday to you. Now, what did that do? That recorded a tempo track. And now we turn it off, slave to external sync. Put this on conductor track. See the I conducted the conductor track. Let me double click it, and you'll see that I recorded, if I blow it up, I recorded these tempos. They can be edited, but it's now a real performance. Yet the music looks exactly like it did. So if I go here to the conductor track and get these guys lined up a little bit here, you'll see these tempos. Measure 1, measure 1, measure 2 is here, measure 2 is here. Watch how the tempos speed up, and we have that big ritardando right here into measure 7. And take a look, and I can adjust these if there's a little tweaking that's necessary. But that's pretty real. And I find this to be a really great feature, because when you're doing your notation, it has to be very metrically strict to be inside the measures. But tempo is so important, particularly in anything orchestral, or I guess you'd call it in serious music. But even in pop music can get really, really sing-songy with the same tempo over and over again. Tap along. You'd be interested if you tap along with a popular song put in measures like this. You'd be amazed how the tempo map is a lot different than what you would suspect. So give it a try. I hope it's useful for you, and look forward to my next one, which is going to be how to take a real-time performance and put it into measures where the notation looks good, but the tempo map is created to give that illusion. Thanks for watching. See you next time.